Ayo, what is poppin' poppers? In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at what my smallest Funko Pop is in my collection. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, so recently I made a video talking about my biggest Funko Pop. Today I'm going to be talking about my smallest Funko Pop. Now I'm going to have three different categories for today's video since there's going to be Pocket Pop, then there's going to be a Pop Buddy, and then there's going to be an actual Pop. So let's start off with the Pocket Pops. I have a bunch of different Pocket Pops here, and I'm not exactly sure which one's the smallest. So I'm going to name all of these. I have Krampus Michael, which was a GameStop exclusive, released in the Blitz and Chits box. This one is the Deadpool Gamer, which is actually a mistake box. This one says Miles Morales. For some reason I got it like this, but it's actually the Gamer Deadpool, which came from the Black Friday box from last year. Then I have Wally, and then I have Butt Loose Tina, which was a Hot Topic exclusive. I don't know where the sticker went. And then I have three more over here, which is Elvis Stitch, Hot Topic exclusive, then a Reaper, and then finally a Hot Topic exclusive Harry Potter with his broom. I forgot what it was called, a squidge stick. Now, I'm not exactly sure which one's the smallest, but if I'm going to put them all side by side, I can kind of guess which one's the smallest. If I'm looking at them from side by side, it's really not that hard to determine because one of them is a lot smaller than all the rest of them, and that probably has to be Reaper from Overwatch. All of them have like stuff on the top of their head that makes them kind of taller. For example, Elvis Stitch has like a little bit of a swirl with his hair up there, so that makes him a lot taller. Krampus Michael has like these little antenna things coming out of his head. Wally has those eyes on top of his head. All of them have like certain things that make them a little bit taller, and Reaper doesn't. So that's why I think Reaper's my smallest pop. This was actually a part of my collection, and since I had like 30 different pops, this one I actually used to use on my backpack, so that's why this thing is broken. Alright, so here is Reaper. It's really, really small, as you can see in my hand. Comparison of it to a normal pop here. You can see it's a lot smaller than a normal pop. But yeah, Reaper, this one is from Overwatch, obviously. I got this from EB Games a couple years ago. And this is probably my smallest Pocket Pop in my collection. And the reason I'm making a bunch of different categories is because it's hard to compare Pocket Pops when they're really small for a reason. And then to Pop Buddies, which are just not even actual Funko Pops, I guess. And then compare them to actual Pops, which are going to be a lot bigger than both of those two. But yeah, Reaper probably has to be my smallest Pocket Pop. And next up, moving on to my smallest Pop Buddy. Pop Buddies are basically the small Pops that come alongside your Pop sometimes pretty much as a 2-pack. For example, here, this is not the smallest one in my collection, but I have the Rick in spacesuit alongside the snake over there, and that snake would be considered the Pop Buddy. I don't know if that's exactly what they're called. I believe they're called Pop Buddies, but I might be wrong about that, but that's what I'm considering the Pop Buddies. The smallest Pop Buddy in my collection would actually have to be the Raccoon that came alongside Bob Ross. This is the smallest one. For this one, earlier on today, I went side by side with all the Pop Buddies that I have, which I don't have too many. I believe I have 5 or 6. And I put them side by side, and this one was actually the smallest, and that is the Raccoon from the Bob Ross with painting. The Raccoon here, smallest Pop Buddy in my collection. Still really cool. I guess you can consider a Pop because it actually has the Pop eyes. It has all the actual attributes that a normal Pop would have. Small body, big head, and the Pop big black eyes. Bob Ross is actually probably one of my favorite Pops in my collection, and this Raccoon is alongside with it. And yeah, it's pretty cool to have a Raccoon, I guess. Nothing too crazy going on with it. It's just a Raccoon and alongside Bob Ross. And I think they put it alongside Bob Ross because Bob Ross loved animals and loved nature. So that's why Bob Ross has a bunch of different animals with him in his Pops. But yeah, this is the smallest Pop Buddy in my collection, is the Raccoon. And next up, we're moving on to the smallest Pop in my collection, and this is an actual Funko Pop, so a normal 4-inch Funko Pop. I guess I'm doing quotations because it's not really a 4-inch, more like a 1-inch maybe, I don't even know. But yeah, this is the smallest Funko Pop in my collection. I'm going to base it off of how short it is, actually, not really how big it is in general. This is a pretty big Pop when it comes to like diameter and perimeter around it, but overall it's the shortest Pop in my collection, and that is Hank from Finding Dory. I picked up Hank a couple years ago from Toys R Us, and the reason I actually picked him up was pretty funny is because I remember watching a Top Pops video where he talked about how Hank recently got vaulted and how it might go up in value, and I saw this guy and I wanted to get it, which I did, and it hasn't gone up in value. It's still $10. Tristan, you lied to me. I need my money back. But he has tentacles, and it actually they did an amazing job on this Pop, the detail on this Pop. He's holding a jug of, I believe that's water in his hand. I'm not exactly sure what that is in his hand. It's been a while since I've watched Finding Dory. But yeah, overall really cool Pop, and it's Hank, smallest Pop in my collection. And now let's compare the Pop Buddy to the Funko Pop to the Pocket Pop. And of course, I'm gonna have to get rid of the Hank right away because Hank is not gonna be the smallest. And if we're gonna compare the Reaper to the Raccoon, I'm gonna put them side by side here. And yeah, obviously the Raccoon is gonna be a lot smaller, so the Raccoon wins. Anyways, guys, that's me for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace.